Hi y'all, I'm Thomas Williams, General Manager here at WSBF-FM Clemson. We just renovated our library. I can't wait to show it to you all. Let's go find out some records. So this right here, I don't listen to a lot of jazz, but when I do, I prefer like big band swing. This is Count Basie's April in Paris. This pressing is 1981. It's a really fun record, really calming and relaxing, but it has those giant chords and horns that you expect in a big band record. Recently, Capitol Records pressed a box set of Beatles stuff from like the early 60s, early like US records. One of those is The Beatles Story. This is a cool double album. It's got some music in there, but also a lot of like interviews with Ringo Starr. It's kind of neat stuff. It's also a little goofy, but it's fun. It's The Beatles Story on Capitol Records. This album is probably one of the stranger things that we have at the station. It's a narrative about a dog, and it sounds pretty odd, but it's fun. I show it to people. It's a neat thing. And it just appeared in our mailbox one day. I'm a big fan of classic country and that sort of world, and I really enjoyed this Ray Price record, For the Good Times. It's got a lot of covers of like standards of that period, like Help Me Make It Through the Night, Chris Christopherson, Heartaches by the Number. This is a record I put on every now and then during my show when I want to feel some of that like mid-century country vibes. Moving into classical, we have a couple different pressings of Holst's The Planets, which is a symphony, if I'm not mistaken. This is a really fun record. It's a fun piece. Holst's music really inspired John Williams and a lot of orchestral scores going into the 20th century. The most notable track, I believe, is Mars, the Bringer of War. That went on to inspire things like the Imperial March and all that kind of stuff. This cover is pretty recognizable. If you're not familiar, this also went on to inspire The Clash's London Calling. But this record's not just known for that. It's a great record in and of itself. You got things on here like Blue Suede Shoes, cover of Tutti Frutti, but also Blue Moon. It's a really fun record if you love like 50s rock and roll. Those who know me know that I love Wings. I think it's Paul McCartney's best work. Outside, like not even outside the Beatles, I just mean full stop. WSBF, for some reason, has a very large selection of Wings music and lots of doubles of their albums. I think this is our only copy of Wings at the Speed of Sound, but we have like 3 Band on the Runs, that sort of thing. Silly Love Songs, the main single off of it, was a really cool statement at the time, going against this idea of, oh, you have to be different, you can't, like, commercials bad. To say, no, something positive is cool. So I like it a lot. Where are the box sets?
Up there.
Something that I really enjoy is, you know, like I said, I think big band swing is really fun, and we have this huge box set of music from 1939 to 1940. I think that the 40s really are an underrated decade in music. I think that when you look at, you know, the whole 20th century and you're trying to like rank it all, a lot of people don't put the 40s as high as they should. It's better than the 50s. I'm not sure it's better than the 60s, but I think it really competes. I think it's better than the 80s. This box set has got a lot of fun stuff on it. I mean, look at that. No Name Jive. No Name Jive Part 2. A lot of really fun stuff in this set. Now there's one I'm looking for, and I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. So this box set, suggested by the series in Life magazine, called How the West Was Won, as a fun collection of songs inspired by or that existed in the Old West. You got people like Bing Crosby, Sam Hinton, Jimmy Driftwood, Rosemary Clooney. Let's talk CDs. This drawer's empty. So looking in the A's and B's here, American Football single series, or from Polyvinyl's single series series. This has got The One with the Tambourine, Letters and Packages, and 5 Silent Miles. A great selection of tracks that really is from the defining Midwest emo band. Some of my favorite releases have been in New, which is where we keep our precious CDs. This record, Slaughter Beach Dogs at the Moonbase, I think was a slept-on album of 2020. My favorite track on it is Notes from a Brief Engagement. It's a really fun, like, synthy, long, spoken word track. We've got Wednesday's Rat Saw God. Now this is the seminal album of 2023, I think. This is a really defining work in the Asheville, North Carolina country shoegaze-ish scene. This is a record played by lots of WSBF VJs. They love it. The case is falling apart. It's all taped up. Love to death. It's a great thing. And then lastly, from, I believe it was last year, Black Country New Roads live at Bush Hall. This was an album that I was really looking forward to having in rotation. In the video for this live performance, one of their members, their drummer, was wearing a Clemson sweatshirt. So, you know, they love the Tigers and the Tigers love them. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for seeing some of the best of this library. At least that's my opinion. Others will have their own favorites. You can check them out online at WSBF's YouTube.
So I'm leaving this body, and I'll never